Welcome to Lesbian Tales. Today we're going to share our top 10 Spanish lesbian movies. Get ready for an incredible lineup of must-watch films that highlight romance, passion, and emotional storytelling. From heartfelt dramas to unforgettable love stories, these movies capture powerful emotions and authentic experiences that will keep you hooked from beginning to end. We hope you will enjoy the following ranking. Let us know your favorite in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to never miss a good movie again. Number 10. So My Grandma's a Lesbian. So My Grandma's a Lesbian is a Spanish comedy drama directed by Angeles Renee that blends humor with heartfelt family dynamics. The film follows Eva, a young lawyer who is about to marry her girlfriend Celia. Just as Eva is preparing for her wedding, her grandmother Sofia shocks the family by announcing that she is in love with her lifelong friend Rosa, and that they are planning to get married. This revelation turns the family upside down, especially since some members hold very traditional views. Eva worries how the news will affect her own wedding plans, while Sofia insists on finally living her truth after years of silence. The story mixes generational conflict with moments of joy and confusion, as the family faces questions about love and personal freedom. Set against the backdrop of a colorful Spanish coastal town, the film balances lighthearted comedy with emotional sincerity. Sofia and Rosa's relationship challenges old-fashioned attitudes, while Eva's own journey highlights the importance of courage in pursuing happiness. Number 9. I Love Her. I Love Her is a short drama film directed by Daria Perelay. The story centers on a young woman living in a modern city as she tries to understand her emotions and relationships. She finds herself drawn to another woman, and this attraction becomes the focus of her journey. Instead of relying on heavy dialogue or dramatic events, the film shows small and personal moments that reveal the character's feelings. Viewers see her hesitation, curiosity, and growing sense of identity as she learns to accept what she wants. The urban setting plays a role in reflecting her inner world, sometimes crowded and confusing, but also full of possibilities. What makes the film stand out is its direct approach to same-sex love, especially in a cultural context where such stories are not often shown. It avoids stereotypes and instead presents the relationship as natural and real. Number 8. Girl Gets Girl. Girl Gets Girl is a Spanish romantic comedy directed by Sonia Sebastian. The movie centers on Inés, a woman in her 30s who is forced to face her past after years of running away. Following a breakup and losing her place in Miami, she has no choice but to return to Spain. Once back, she finds herself surrounded by people she left behind, including old friends, ex-lovers, and unresolved feelings. The film explores Inés's attempt to rebuild her life while dealing with complicated relationships in a humorous yet sincere way. She runs into Veronica, her childhood crush, and sparks reignite. But complications arise when past mistakes and new flings collide. At the same time, her group of friends adds to the mix with their own dramas, creating an environment full of misunderstandings, comic situations, and unexpected emotional turns. What makes the story engaging is its blend of comedy and romance, while still highlighting themes of identity and second chances. Number 7. Room in Rome. Room in Rome is a Spanish erotic romantic drama directed by Julio Medem. The film takes place almost entirely in a single hotel room in Rome, creating an intimate atmosphere where two strangers explore each other's lives and fears. The story begins when Alba, a bold and free-spirited Spanish woman, meets Natasha, a young Russian tourist, on their last night in the city. Alba invites Natasha to her hotel room, where hesitation quickly turns into curiosity. What follows is a long night filled with conversation, laughter, and passion. Natasha is engaged to a man back home, which makes her reluctant to stay. But Alba's charm and honesty break down her walls. Through storytelling and shared secrets, the two women discover hidden parts of themselves. Their physical attraction is undeniable, but the emotional intimacy that develops becomes even more powerful. The film unfolds almost in real time, with the hotel room serving as both a physical and symbolic space where boundaries blur. By morning, the encounter has changed them both, even though they know it cannot last. Number 6. Holy Camp. Holy Camp is a Spanish musical comedy directed by Javier Ambrosi, adapted from their hit stage play La Madada. The film takes place at La Brujula, a Catholic summer camp in Segovia, where two 17-year-old best friends, Maria and Susana, are spending their summer. Both girls are rebellious, obsessed with reggae numbers and heartfelt moments. Number 5. Eloise's Lover. Eloise's Lover is a Spanish drama directed by Jesus Garay. The story follows Asia, an 18-year-old architecture student, who struggles to find meaning in her life and relationships. The film begins with Asia lying unconscious in a hospital after a tragic accident. Her mother and her boyfriend Nathaniel stay at her side waiting, while the narrative unfolds through a series of flashbacks. In these memories, we see Asia as a young woman living a routine life, committed to her studies and a relationship that lacks true passion. Everything changes when she meets Eloïse, a confident and openly lesbian art student. Eloïse introduces her to a new world filled with creativity, freedom, and emotions that Asia has never experienced before. Their friendship quickly turns into something deeper, challenging Asia's understanding of love and identity. The film explores her growing attraction to Eloïse, the risks she takes to follow her heart, and the weight of expectations placed on her by family and society. Set against the backdrop of Barcelona's student life, Eloise's Lover is both a love story and a journey of self-discovery, highlighting the struggle between personal desire and external pressures. Number 4. Anchor and Hope. Anchor and Hope is a Spanish-British romantic comedy drama directed by Carlos Marquez Marce. The story centers on Eva and Kat, a lesbian couple who live on a small houseboat drifting through London's canals. Their lives feel free and simple, filled with music, laughter, and a shared love for independence. But everything begins to change when Eva, approaching her late 30s, realizes she wants to become a mother. The idea grows stronger after the death of their beloved cat, leaving Eva longing for something deeper and more permanent. Kat, however, sees things differently. She loves their unconventional life and fears that parenthood will tie them down and destroy the freedom they worked hard to protect. This tension grows when Roger, Kat's best friend from Barcelona, comes to stay with them. One night, after too much wine and playful conversation, Eva suggests that Roger could be the solution, he could be their sperm donor. At first, it feels like an exciting idea, but the decision soon creates cracks in their relationship. Through humor and conflict, the film examines what love and family mean in modern times. Number 3. Elisa and Marcela. Elisa and Marcela is a Spanish romantic drama based on a true story. It was directed by Isabel Coixet. The movie takes place in Spain in the late 1800s. Elisa and Marcela meet at school and become close friends. Over time, their friendship turns into love. Because society doesn't accept same-sex relationships, they have to hide their feelings. Marcela's parents send her away to Madrid, but years later, she returns, and the two women start living together as teachers. People in their town become suspicious of their relationship. To stay together, Elisa comes up with a risky plan. She changes her appearance and identity, pretending to be a man named Mario. In 1901, Elisa and Marcela get married in a church, making it the first same-sex marriage recorded in Spain. The film is shot in black and white to reflect the time period and the serious tone of their struggle. It tells the emotional story of two brave women who fought against social rules to be together. Elisa and Marcela highlights the power of love and the courage it takes to live freely. Number 2. All About My Mother. All About My Mother, directed by Pedro Almodóvar, is a Spanish drama that blends emotional storytelling with themes of identity and connection. The film begins with Manuela, a nurse and devoted single mother in Madrid. Her life changes forever when her teenage son dies in a tragic accident. Heartbroken, she leaves her city behind and travels to Barcelona, searching for her past and a new sense of meaning. In Barcelona, she reconnects with figures who shape her healing journey. Among them are Agrado, a transgender woman full of humor and honesty; Huma Rojo, a talented actress with a complicated love life; and Rosa, a young nun who faces her own challenges. Through these encounters, Manuela becomes part of a community of women whose struggles and resilience mirror her own. The movie also highlights lesbian and transgender relationships, treating them with respect and authenticity. It shows love not as something confined by labels, but as an emotional force that binds people through empathy and understanding. Number 1. Carmen and Lola. Carmen and Lola is a Spanish drama directed by Arantxa Echevarria that tells the story of two teenage girls living in a Romani community in Madrid. Carmen is 17 years old and follows a very traditional path. Her family expects her to marry young and live according to community customs. Everything seems clear for her future until she meets Lola. Lola is different. She is open-minded, independent, and dreams of building a life outside the restrictions of her culture. She loves graffiti art and hopes for a future where she can express herself freely. When Carmen and Lola meet, their bond grows stronger, and what begins as friendship slowly turns into love. Their relationship is complicated by the conservative environment around them. Both face judgment, gossip, and rejection from their families and neighbors, who see their connection as a threat to tradition. Still, the girls find comfort and courage in each other. The film balances realism with tenderness, showing how love can bloom even in difficult circumstances. Through Carmen and Lola's journey, the story explores themes of identity, personal freedom, and the courage to follow one's heart. It highlights the struggles of young women seeking acceptance while staying true to themselves. Did we miss one of your favorites? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified of new content. Thanks for watching.